Good morning. This is Candace Duff coming at you all the way live from sunny South Florida. And we're here today to do timed guided writing sprints. And we're going to do 15 minutes on and 5 minutes off. I'm going to wait for a few minutes and let people join me so that I'm not talking to myself and sprinting by myself. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's give you a chance to join me. If you're already here and I just can't see on StreamYard, say hello in the comments. And let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me. Can you see me and can you hear me? Let me know in the comments below. Gonna give it a moment or two. I've only been live for 57 seconds. Pretty soon I'm gonna be setting my clock for our first timed guided writing sprint. And I like to do these during National Novel Writing Month or National November Writing Month. I've heard it called both things in November because it gives me the chance to write with the community and gives us a chance to write together. Writing can be a solitary endeavor. It can even be lonely. So it's good to be able to chat during the breaks and stuff. And it's good to be able to bounce ideas off each other, talk about all things writing and things of that nature. So welcome, welcome, welcome. In about 45 seconds or another minute, we're going to get started with our timed guided writing sprints. If you're just watching this video, you may want to fast forward to the 3-minute mark just to make sure that I'm not babbling at you and that we're ready for our first time guided writing sprint. All right. I'm trying to find my timer. And in just 50 seconds, I'm going to be setting this to 15 minutes. So we're doing timed guided writing sprints. We're doing 15 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And during the 15 minutes on, I won't be on camera. You'll see a sign saying we're sprinting and just sprint away. During our 5-minute break, I'll come back here and we can talk about all things writing and all things life. And you can just put any comments you want in the comment section and we can chat about all different types of subjects. And if nobody's here, then I'll just chat amongst myself. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, get ready. Hopefully you've already gotten to the page where you're going to start writing or the part in your book because you have your laptop open and you're ready to go. We're sprinting in 3 seconds and the sprint starts now. And stop. All right, welcome back. And we just finished our first writing sprint of the day. If you just joined us, my name is Candace Duff, and I'll be your host for today's time-guided writing sprints. We're doing 15 minutes on, 5 minutes off, and we just finished our first writing sprint. If you're here, let me know that you can see me and hear me okay. And let me know if you sprinted with me in that last session, how many words you got. I always start off with a low number of words. I always start off with 300 and something in my first writing sprint. And in this case, it was 340 words because I usually have to warm up and get into it. So how many words did you get during that first writing sprint? Let me know in the comments below. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let me know also where you're writing from. I happen to be in Miami, Florida. I get sprinters from all over the world, so let me know. That's a great thing about YouTube. Let me know where you're writing from in the comments below. All right, so we're on our 5-minute break. We're going to be starting very soon with our next time-guided writing sprint. And we get this opportunity to talk about all things life and writing. So you can ask me any questions you want about publishing, self-publishing, writing, life, whatever. So go ahead and do that. And we're going to get started again in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. If I were you, I would take the time to get things like water and tea or coffee just to make sure you're ready for your next writing sprint. And I would also make sure I knew where I left off. In order to make sprints really efficient, it's good to have like a little mini outline next to you. It's good to have maybe some beats, like we call them here in writing, where you kind of know where the scene is going. You can just do like 2 sentences talking about this is what's going to happen in the scene. And that way, when you start writing, you know what you're writing about. Make sure you know where you left off and where you want to start. So that way you're not stuck when I say go. These are things I like to do to make sure my sprints are more productive. So we're going to be starting our next session in 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Sorry, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Say hello to me in the comments. Let me know where you're writing from. And also let me know what you're writing. I'm writing romantic suspense. I'm writing the next book in my series. You might want to write, you might be writing something different. You might be writing nonfiction. You might be writing science fiction. You might be writing fantasy. Let me know what you're writing in the comments. All right, we're going to get started again in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. All right, since nobody commented, I wonder if you can see me and you can hear me. So let me know. Getting started again in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. In the meantime, I've been watching this show on Prime, and it's called 007 Road to a Million. And it's kind of cool. It's sort of like a reality contest or whatever, where like 5 couples, they're not all couples. One is a married couple, some of them are brothers, some of them are sisters, some of them are friends or whatever. And they basically do a series of tests where they have to do these extreme things to find briefcases that have questions in them that they have to answer. And for each answer they give that's correct, they get a certain amount of money. And it's progressive. It's like 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, or 50,000, and then 100,000. So each question is worth successively more. And it's been really like fascinating. And all the challenges are kind of based on James Bond movies. And since I've always been a James Bond freak and I've watched every movie made known to man, it's been really intriguing for me. So if you have Prime or whatever, you might want to go check this series out. It's pretty cool. I watched it last night and stayed up later than I should have, and almost didn't make it to this session today. So it really has like stimulated my imagination though. I've always loved action movies, and so Bond movies were right up there, up my alley. It's a really cool series. You should check it out. All right, so, and if you don't have Amazon Prime yet, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can actually, click on it. If you click on it, you're helping out the channel. All right, so in 30 seconds, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end our break, and we're going to get ready to start our next session. So get ready and make sure that you know where you're going to start. It looks like I've chased away some of my viewers. So hopefully, maybe I'm talking too much, who knows? All right, so we're down now. We're getting ready to end our break. The alarm's getting ready to go off. Our break is ended, and we're going to start our next writing sprint session. 15 minutes. Remember, we're doing 15 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And the next writing sprint session starts now. Okay, and stop. Welcome back. Hopefully that sprint session went really well for you. I got 500 and something words in, 536 words in. We're now starting our 5-minute break. If you just joined us, my name is Candace Duff. I'm going to be hosting this sprint session. I'm an author and an attorney, and we're doing 15 minutes on and 5 minutes off. I'm starting the timer for our 5-minute break. This is the time you have to chat with me if you want to in the comments, to grab some coffee, to grab some water, to go stand on your head, to grab your outlines of whatever else you need to get started, again, in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. So go ahead and do what you got to do. If you're just joining me, I'm in Miami, Florida. Let me know where you are in the comments. And I'm writing romantic suspense. Let me know what you're writing in the comments. All right. So before the break, I was talking about this crazy show that I'm watching on Prime, Amazon Prime, Prime Video, and it's 007, The Road to $1,000,000. And being writers, we have like fantastic imaginations, right? So we're always, dreaming that we're in different places. I've always loved action movies and suspense novels and spy novels. And so you can kind of tell that from my books. The romance always has tons of action in it. Um, but so basically, these people, some of them are friends, some of them are married couples, some of them are brother and sister, some of them are father and son. They're going through a series of trials, um, to get to these briefcases that have questions in them that they have to answer. And the questions tend to be like historical questions, and they tend to be about European history and history in general. And it's funny because if I was playing the game, I don't know if I could go through all the physical trials. I'd have to get in shape for the show. I mean, sometimes they're crawling out on cranes that are way up above the ground, um, to get to briefcases and stuff, or swimming underneath the sea with keys, trying to unlock trunks on the bottom of a lock or something of water. Um, but even answering the questions, I would probably get like I'd say 75% of them right. But if you get one question wrong, you're kicked out of the contest. And each question is worth more money. So you start off with like $5,000 question, and then it's a $10,000 question, and then it's a $50,000 question, and then a $100,000 question. And the questions don't get easier. The trials don't get easier. But it would be so freaking exciting to be on that show. Anyway, if you happen to have Prime, go check it out. And if you don't have Prime already, get it. I'm going to put a link in my description box below. You can click through my link and help out the channel that way. If you hear weird sounds in the background, that's my teapot making noise. I forgot to turn it off. So welcome, welcome. We're going to be starting our next sprint in about 3 minutes. So make sure you have what you need to get started with your time-guided writing sprint. Make sure you know where you're going to start and where you left off. That's always really important. And am I the only one? Because sometimes when these sprints end, I'm in the middle of a sentence and I'm like, so that's got to be really frustrating. It is really frustrating for me anyway. All right, we're getting started in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And when we get started again, we'll be doing our very last time guided writing sprint for today, for this morning. I'm going to be doing this again at 7 p.m. this evening. So that's Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. And I'll also be doing this again on Thursday at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. So if you want to join us, if you want to make sure you get notification of that, then go ahead if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you'll know every time I drop a video and every time I'm here live. All right. So we're going to get started again in 2 minutes. I do this every year during National Novel Writing Month because I like writing with company. I like writing in a group. It's fun. It gives me a sense of accountability, right? Knowing that I have to come on here, and it probably gives you a sense of accountability too. And sometimes we need that. Sometimes if it's left up to our own devices, we won't get our word count in for the day. This has me carve out like an hour of time that I'm going to write, or 2 hours of time in my case, and even more, because Once I start writing, I get inspired to keep writing throughout the day. And I know that happens for a lot of people. All right, we're going to get started again in 1 minute and 26 seconds. So if you haven't gotten your cup of tea or whatever it is that you're drinking, make sure you do it now. I'm drinking green tea. So I like me some green tea. They say green tea is fat burning. So, and plus I just like it. So I get a win-win. I already had my coffee this morning, thank goodness. If I didn't, I'd be a mess on here. All right, we're gonna get started in less than a minute. We have 56 seconds. So if you need water, if you need to get your outlines, if you need to have your little character sketches near you, if you need to turn on your mood music, click over to your favorite song on your earphones, whatever. Make sure you do that now because we're about ready to get started very soon. As a matter of fact, we're about ready to end our break in about 30 seconds. So make sure you get ready. And by the way, if you like these writing sprints, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm and it helps the channel. And somebody was already nice enough to do that this morning. All right, we're going to be ending our break in like 7 seconds, at which point I'll be setting the timer for 15 minutes. Because remember, we're doing 15 minutes on and 5 minutes off. Okay, so I'm setting the timer for our last timed guided writing sprint. And our sprint starts now. and stop. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was our last and final sprint. We're going to be doing this again today at 7 p.m. Come back and join us and sprint then. Also, we're going to be doing this on Thursday at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. as well, and on Saturday at 11 a.m. So thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you back here this evening or again on Thursday. Take care and have a wonderful day and keep writing. I intend to keep writing too. Okay? Bye-bye.